Hey guys, you're watching our behind the scenes of Drawer and Greg. My name is Dan.
My name's Chris. It was a really good experience to sit down with Dan, sharing ideas and writing a screenplay. Our main focus is creating a great character for the audience to love, which is Greg. He brings the fun and comedy to the film and to Colin's life. Alan Campbell was great for the role of Greg. He was committed to the film and brought confidence and amusement to the character. It was a delight to work with him.
For me, it was great to write the script from scratch, and I also found it a challenge to create the story, the shots and the dialogue. I felt I gained a lot of experience which I can take into future works.
It was a challenge to act and direct, as my mind was constantly focused on the camera, but it worked in the way I can create Colin's drawings on the spot whilst Dan filmed me. I wanted to add my own artwork in the film and create some stylish scenes using the green screen. These shots were created as two layers. One layer is a close-up of the drawings with a background, and the other with a close-up of Colin and a silhouette I created. As well as creating some traditional drawings, I used a graphics tablet to create some digital artwork, such as a comic character. Dan has a really great eye for composition, and I was so pleased with the shots he created.
Working alongside Chris was a pleasure. With his artistic skills, it was easier for me to visualise specific scenes in the film. For me, it's vital to know which lens to use in a given environment. So with this in mind, I felt it was important to choose lenses wisely to complement each and individual shot.
We both spent a really long time writing this film together, and the film took a lot longer than we thought. We didn't really expect to come out with a 16-minute film, but I'm really glad we did.
When it came down to the editing process and collating all the footage together, it became apparent to me that it wasn't just going to take a few days of editing. Now I can safely say it took just under 2 weeks to sort out the ordering of each clip, and also it took me a while to come up with the ideal colour correction and grading for each clip, especially the dream sequence clips, in which I took the approach to darken the shadows and to wash out the highlights, which gave the overall aesthetics a film noir-esque style. Overall, I'd say it took around 40 hours rendering time, and this was due to problems I encountered on the way. A classic example is the experience of motion blur. Reducing this was problematic as it caused certain frames to ghost, which was frustrating. Ghosting is basically when a clip warps so it becomes blurry and out of sync. So in the end, I found a way to recover the ghosting problem respectfully. However, some of the clips still remain slightly blurred, and a reason for why this happens could be down to the shutter speed used when filming.
During filming at Willington Park, we managed to get some extras to help out with the scene, but the snow set back our filming quite a lot. We had to wait in the cold for it to stop, which is annoying, and we appreciate the patience with the extras during that time.
Now, one specific shot that became problematic at Willington Park was this one shot that we created, which was tough to get right because the extras had to be positioned at certain points along the pathway that Colin walks down. Now the idea was for them to move all at the same time but to work as a sequence, and this shot took around 10 takes to get correct.
Creating comedy within the film made it really enjoyable to make, and it was great working with Dan on this project.
Anyways, this has been the behind the scenes for Drawer and Greg, and thank you for watching.